so much singular targeted control. But we will see for ourselves right here as we head on into the drafting phase.
Okay, Eves and Phoveus will be banned out by Rise Esports as Fanny been taken out by Preta Legends. Looking like they are seeing like this is the popular meta has been put out already. Even with Fanny, I think there's a possibility again. This is what we talked about. Teams from the upcoming matches already foresee the previous match and they know for a fact that they don't want to have the same effects coming in for their own team itself. So I think Peta Legend says that no, we're not gonna allow Fanny to shut them down as well in the process.
Yeah, and I mean, with this, right, Zusin, Suyo, Chip still on that pool, right? That power trio is going to be, I think, a potential ban here. Like, if you put a Legends Esports, right, you got to take away the Suyo, either Zusin or the Chip, and we do see them taking out the Suyo.
Okay, let's see if it's either going to be Ling or is it going to be Jushin. Definitely Jushin will be the prioritized, but no, it's Hilda. Hilda being taken out. Okay, this is interesting. I mean, yeah, Hilda is amazing when it comes to crowd control wise. I mean, you can go in for the 1v1 fight, pushing in straight away to shut down movement of the players itself. But I mean, again, this is where the fine line is. Are you going to give that Jushin? Are you going to allow it? And this is where also another meta's come through. Hayabusa is open. Ling is also open. So this is going to be interesting to see what is the next ban from Peta Legends.
Yeah, very important to see, right? There's still that 100% win rate character in the pool, which is the Chip, right? It's a trap. Yeah. It's a trap, right? They ban out the Hilda, so you either need to ban out the Zusin or the Chip right now, because Rise is gonna get one of them. And they ban out the Zusin. I mean, if Rise don't pick up the Chip here, I got nothing to say because Pearl Legends is gonna snap it up for themselves.
Oh no, Jushin is the one to be banned out. So okay, let's see. Will Rise actually pick up that Chip? Will they?
I don't think so. I think they went for the Gato.
No. They took Gatot Gacha instead, and this is gonna be open for Peta Legends. Now, Peta Legends, let's see if they will be taking out Chip for themselves. Please do not surprise us even more because Chip is already open, and that's already a great success on your side if you have that hero on the line. So
Chip hasn't been nerfed. Chip hasn't been nerfed, and it's still 100% win rate across all MPLs. They do pick up the Khalid, yes, very strong priority pick, but they still have that that secondary pick on that red side.
Okay, let's see. The secondary, it has to be Chip. Come on, it has to be a Chip. It's gotta be the Chip.
No, a Matilda.
It's Matilda.
Both teams do they not realize it? It hasn't been so long that Chip has been banned out in every single game that they are like, yeah, we don't even recognize its existence. And they do go for the denial pick on the Alpha and the Aurora. Okay, so Pearl Legends, right? They won't pick up the Chip anymore because Matilda is on that roaming trio together with the Khalid on possibly on the EXP lane. So they will have to think about the mid laner to fight against the Aurora, or they can prioritize the jungler right now.
Agree, definitely. And the fact that Alpha hasn't been banned, so now we're seeing Alpha as the option here for the side of Rise Esports. I'm already loving the drafting wise of Rise. You already got Gato Kacha as the CC. We got Aurora also to back things up as well. And then Alpha coming in as well for the long range mobility wise. I think Rise Esports has already got it down, at least for the backlines and as for the cover of any team fights for themselves.
Yeah, and now they go for that mid lane Vexana to deal with that Aurora. Yes, in terms of lane priority, really well, very good in that early game. But in terms of mid game to late game, you don't really have that survivability compared to the immortality passive that Aurora has. So that Matilda, it's gonna be a lot of work on the Matilda. The positioning of the Matilda, whether you're gonna be for offense or defense, you're always gonna be one step behind. But Rise Esports, I mean, their draft is looking really solid right now. And now with the secondary bans coming through, Pearl Legends, they gotta know that the Chip is available, right?
And I think there's a possibility now they're finally going to ban out Chip. Possibility. If not, that's going to be another opening. But they actually take out Cho. Okay. And now it's going to be Doug Rice Esports instead to ban it out. They take out Nolan instead. And now coming off for the last one. Is it possible that we're going to actually see Chip?
Only Duck Rice Esports can pick it up right now, right? So Pearl Legends, they have to ban it if they want to. But it seems to me like they are going with those single target CC roamers. So Ruby might be a potential as well for that CC. I believe we still have Kaja in the pool. And Tigreal is an extremely strong pickup as well, or the Minotaur for the side of Pearl Legends, because if they want to actually run that Bounty Castles lineup, but they already have a Matilda, so they don't really need to think about the roam. They can just ban it out. They can ban out the Tigreal, they can ban out the Minotaur, but they choose to ban out the Moskov.
Okay.
Surprising.
Surprisingly, again, this is really unorthodox, and Hayabusa been banned out. I think the fact that they know most of their heroes that have been picked out right now is pretty much a little bit less on mobility wise. They are more prioritizing on one-on-one CC wise. I mean, Aurora definitely be picked off if Pearl Legends take off Hayabusa. So that was a really good decision coming in from the side of Dark Rise Esport. But again, Chip is still in the open for Dark Rise Esport, and that's the question coming in for the team.
Yeah, Pearl Legends, this is their pick here, right? So they will want to double down on that team fight. They've yet to pick up on the goal laner. They've yet to pick up that team fight jungler as well. So jungler, I mean, they can go for that fighter utility jungle. Suyo is gone. So if they want to go back to old school, they can pick up the Fredrin. Yeah, they do pick up the Fredrin. Yeah. There we go.
They pick up the Fredrin for jungler. I mean, okay, that's a really good idea coming in from the side of Pearl Legends. Now Duck Rice Esport. Chip is in the open. They can still be using it for themselves, and it can actually give a lot of potential already. And despite the fact that Duck Rice Esport already potentially wise covering up all of the CC as well as their long range mobility moving in for a fight, Chip can give a lot of boost for themselves as well.
Yeah, they can potentially pick up a Chip, or if they want to double down on the Gato Kacha and the Alpha, they still have Angela in the pool, right? Angela is a very strong presence on the map as well. With that Heart Guard, you can put him on the roam, and Angela would be able to help at level 4. But of course, it will have a hard time dealing with the Matilda. So, I mean, they can go for... Oh, Hylos. Yeah, Hylos is still in the pool. We forgot about that.
Yeah.
Nobody picking the Chip, though. It's really driving me crazy here.
I know. I mean, the fact that this is way bizarre from all the fights that we've already witnessed. Chip is one of the metas that has always been trying to be avoided by any teams. But so far, Team Dark Rise and Pearl Legends says like, throw out the metas. We make our own meta here for our match itself. And Casper Winata will be the last one to be put out. I mean, right here, the only thing that they need right now is pretty much gold lane. And I mean...
There's the Claw, there's the Carry.
Yeah,
I mean, Carry would be a very good pick, but doesn't deal so well with Nathan. In terms of mobility, you really want that Claude, and they do have the damage to pull through. So Pearl Legends with that last pick, I'm not sure whether... Oh, okay, the Chang'e goal lane.
Changi as the goal lane. I mean, I know for a fact that it's really tricky. I love the fact that mobility wise coming in from Pearl Legends, it's needed at the moment. It's quite tricky actually. It's really unorthodox for both teams, to be honest, because it was not as we expected. And looking at your face, you're also like, what are they thinking right now?
I'm so confused. This is nothing we've ever seen in any MPL, right? This is not normal. So this is definitely in the dark web, something that they pulled out, yeah, from out of meta, out of nowhere. But it might be a debut, right? Chang'e goal lane, we've seen it before. In terms of having that team fight, Indonesia, you think about it, they have the Fredrin, they have the Vexana, Matilda, a lot of mobility to work with, but they are really on the clock here with Nathan on the other side.
Agree, definitely. I mean, like you got Nathan already, so this is gonna be interesting to see. This is match number 2, Dark Rise Esport versus Peta Legends Indonesia versus Cambodia. Let's see who will get the first win.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting for both teams. Really going for this very unorthodox picks here, and we do see like that alpha pick coming out to deny away the alpha coming out from Pearl Legends, and they have that Fredrin instead. Matilda Fredrin still extremely strong because you have that taunt factor. You're able to peel, and it's one of the few heroes that has a taunt. So you have to worry about that.
Agree, definitely. And the fact that I feel like more to the side of Perta Legends, they're actually having a lot of squishy heroes. That's the one thing that I'm worried about them when it comes to team fights. And Dark Rise Esport, a lot, not just a lot of CC, a lot of the support-wise when it comes to holding off the health, insurance-wise, they definitely have what it takes to cover things up. So Team Perta Legends, they gotta be careful now. Pushing it straight all the way to Darkside. It's gonna be Darkside who pulls in straight away Zarkor Vic. I mean, again, like I said, you picked up and you easily push in straight away for the team fights. Oh, Dark Rise Esport, they just get it done immediately.
That's not where Pearl Legends want to play, right?
Yeah.
They were expecting that they had a guiding win. Gamma Cheesy could pull away GZ-Man with that guiding win, but there was no chance available. That Spear of Alpha into the lockdown coming in from Tian Tian. That was a great positioning. That flicker use for that first blood might have really put things of the early game into motion for them. But this turtle fight right here, first 2 minutes in, Avatar the Guardian being used.
Rick coming in for a fight. Oh, Darkseid managed to steal away the turtle and they're crushing it straight away. Moving on, we got JZ-Man will be taken out by Darkseid as well. And now, Verta Legends having a little bit more difficulty. They had to go away from those fights. But it seems that the team of Dark Rise Esport wants more. They're trying to actually steal away the buff as they pull in. Genma trying to actually goes in for a fight as well. They try to actually steal away. Did it manage to do so? Yep, they did steal away the buff before the team of Perta Legends could do anything.
Yeah, but the purple buff not as important on the Fredrin as it is on that Fanny. So Pearl Legends, they still have a chance to go for this team fight that they want to. They have yet to use the Eternal Guard for the team fight. They have yet to use the Raging Sandstorm, that full wombo combo yet to come out from Pearl Legends, right? And they are gonna have to do it sooner or later because they are on a clock. They are working with that nascent late game. And in terms of having that late game, it doesn't look like Pearl Legends has anything to scale beyond 12 to 15 minutes.
Agree. I mean, with the currency wise, 9-1, 9.1 to 8-1, definitely Dark Rise Esport is in the lead. And as they pull in straight into the compound of Team Perta Legends, more and more of the creeps coming in into every single area to be stolen away. This is another opportunity for Dark Rise to just cover every single angle of the map itself. But now pushing into Yamikaze. Yamikaze trying to find an opening, but doesn't manage to actually go in. Doesn't find the right positioning for Team Perta Legends to be put out. But here on out, Perta Legends goes in for Yamikaze. It's gonna be Sun who makes it come back, and coming in through right now, it's gonna be Darkseid who takes down Winata. And now JZ-Man also getting the shot as well. And now Perta Legends only getting one win for Dark Rise to trade it off with 2.
And the spacing is so important when you're playing a Chang'e, right? The way that Casper Winata is playing, I don't think he is used to playing Chang'e. It might have been a very weird pick, but now Gematizi being jumped in that tier 1 turret. Dark Rise Esports, they want to push their advantage as much as possible. And I was expecting this kind of playstyle when you have a Matilda, when you have that Fredrin, you want to be in their faces as much as possible. But it seems like Dark Rise Esports, they are turning the momentum aside. And Darkseid, he's been the main initiator coming in from Dark Rise Esports. They've never been answered for, and I'm very worried for Perta Legends Esports right here because they won't have that damage going into that mid game at all. Dark Rise Esports, they are looking all but to win.
Right, let's see. Yamikaze will try to find a way. It's going to be Genma pushing in to Yamikaze. Super Ridix trying to pull through. It's going to be Genma to try to cover the tracks, but they're going to push in straight away. Yamikaze pull through, goes in for the long, but it's JFAT coming in as well, and they had managed to actually take out Genma Z away from the team. They push in, shuts them down, but at the same time, they try to move away, pull away from the team fights. It seems that Beta Legends still have what it takes, but they're now trying to stun away Darkside. Darkside having a lot of damage, but with a really good backup coming in from Chen Chen as well as JFAT, they could not take him out.
Yeah, and I like how Duck Rice Esports, they try to stagger the team fight going in. They want to take a segmented team fight as much as possible because per the Legends, their team fight is based off of these big AoE ultimates where once it is used, once it is cycled through, they can go for the team fight. And Duck Rice Esports, they're waiting for that moment, right? First they threw Yamikaze, second they threw someone else, then lastly the Spear of Alpha went in. So I like the timing that they're doing. Duck Rice Esports, they have the win condition set, but look at this.
Oh, Galaxy almost close it up. Oh, Darkside made it through. Takes him down immediately, but Casper Winata will be the next victim. He pulls away from the turret, but at the same time, stuns comes through. He was frozen. He immediately shuts down. But at the same time, Sakovic tried to break it off, and it's coming in with JZ Man coming in. Sun takes down Darkside immediately, and they try to put it out to Yamikaze as well as JFAT, but they pull away immediately. But that's a win. At least the minical win that is needed by Peta Legends for now.
Yeah, and what I want to see out of Duck Rice Esports right now is to focus less on these team fights because per the Legends, they have reached their power spike, right? We were talking about having that Eternal Guard, having all these skills available, and JFAT in a lot of trouble.
Oh, takes down immediately JFAT. A great composition coming in from Casper Winata as well as Gemma Tizi. And now, as they pull in, they're going to finally get the first turtle in their hands. Despite the fact they're now pushing into the side of the mid, Yamikaze and Chen Chen does not allow them to pull along for that the first turret of that mid lane.
Yeah, this is where the pace of the game will be decided here. Duck Rice Esports, they have to look for a different avenue. They have to get the farm up. They have the late game assured. So they cannot keep forcing these team fights because Pearl Legends, they have the stronger team fight control, especially in this mid game right now.
Okay, let's see. They did try to actually pick off Casper all by himself, but Casper, knowing where to pull away, and they let it go, the turret, for the survival-wise, and that was a really good decision-making coming in from Peta Legends. But at the same time here, it seems that Duck Rice moving from one end to another end of the map all together. This is where Peta Legends, they gotta be careful. This is where Duck Rice Esports still prioritizing on those team fights. But Sarkofi going in for the push. It's gonna be JFAT having a lot of damage coming in, but still not gonna be enough as all the players comes through. And this is where Duck Rice said, if you wanna go in for a fight, we are here for a fight as well.
Yeah, it's all about the ultimate discipline right now. Whoever goes in first might potentially lose the team fight because it is not an initiation, right? There's a lot of counter initiation to think about. From Duck Rice Esports, there will be the Avatar of the Guardian and the Spear of Alpha as well. Whoever uses the ultimate first is actually at a disadvantage, so it is a weird stalemate. And Super Rhythmics, with the entropy being popped already, just to clear out this creep wave here, we are at a very weird stalemate, right? Where the counter initiation is really so much stronger than the main initiation from both teams.
I mean, it's crazy that it's 6-3. Yes, when it comes to fight-wise, Duck Rice Esports was a great a better form when it comes to the early fights. But currency-wise, they're not far behind. They're not actually leaving off far behind Peta Legends itself. So Peta Legends still have what it takes. But here, this is coming in for the first lot itself. They tease a little bit, and Duck Rice seems like going to actually take the bait as well. And they're pushing in for a fight. Yamatizi going in for the long range, pushing in straight away to already turned out. Yamikaze having a lot of damage. Zarkovic goes in for the overextension, but having a much loss. And in the end, it's gonna be the one to be taken out. It's gonna be JFAT. But not pushing it. Yamikaze will be the one to be shut down. 3 more players out, and this is gonna be an opening for Team Peta Legends to get the lot for themselves.
Beautiful team fight execution from Peta Legends. That raging sandstorm into 3 members, right? Zarkovic was preventing the rest of the team from just falling through. He's just buying so much space, and look at him just being irritating to Darkside. And the way that he used the guiding wind, Gematizi, he is proving to be an irritation factor for Duck Rice Esports. These members are not dying, and Peta Legends Esports, they show that whoever first goes in, the Avatar of the Guardian, You use it first? Yeah, our counter initiation is way stronger than you guys.
The fact that Meta Legends has been really slimy to be picked off by Dark Rise Esport is giving a lot of the opportunity for Meta Legends to win those fights itself. And here on out, with Lord marching through, they were the one who managed to clear out the first top lane, the first top mid as well as bottom lanes now. And now this is going to actually cover up more of the angles of the map itself. A great composure coming in from Meta Legends. They don't need to worry much. This is pretty much them allowing Lord as well as the minions to give a lot of pressure for Team Rise Esport. And now they're trying to find a way how to actually pick off Beta Legends. And again, Dark Rise still prioritizing on moving as one is not giving them the potential to pull through or even try to actually fight it off with Team Beta Legends.
Yeah, Perta Legends unable to sync up the waves, but still, they will have 2 waves that will be crashing through together with this mid lane. But Dark Rise Esports, their priority is to fight here.
Coming in for a fight right now. It's going to be Zarkov pushing into J5, but doesn't pull through. But now, at the same time, we do see the talk comes through from the side of Darkseid. Darkseid comes in. Silveridix takes down one. Zarkov having a lot of damage, but Darkseid takes down Sun as well. As they go in, GZ Man will be the victim of J5, and that's the win fight that is needed by Dark Rise Esport to slow down of Fertile Legends' effort.
Yeah, and that was a huge avatar of the Guardian coming in from JFAT, right? Catching 4 members of Perta Legends Esports, they were left with nothing to defend with. Now 3 members down, only 2 members left to defend, but Spear of Alpha used onto Casper Winata, and he gets instantly taken out. All 5 members of Dark Rise Esports stay strong, and they manage to get a similar advantage for themselves. But in the meantime, right, Perta Legends, they did have the lane priority, so they got 2 turrets off it.
I mean, they got the 2 turrets off, but they still having a little bit struggle to win those team fights. Now, pushing it right now, Zagorfit trying to actually pull through to Yamikaze. Sibiride will be there to back things up. And here on out, Dark Rise finally formed a really good rhythmized, a really discipline-wise coming in for themselves. They don't want to allow anyone to be picked off. But here's Zagorfit pulling in a little bit overextension. He having a lot of his lifeline to be pulled out. He has to pull away to the fight. But at the same time, Gamatizi pushing into Darkseid. A lot of damage coming. Sun also trying to pick it off as well as back things up. But it's not going to be enough as they manage to shut them down. And Team Pelta Legends, they're not giving up. They're trying to push it to J-Fat instead. But still, it's still not a win for them. And Team Dark Rise looking so strong and steady to a point there's no way for Pelta Legends to break.
Yeah, this is the point where I'm worried for Perta Legend Esports, because we saw the ultimate out of Chang'e and it was not dealing enough damage to the Alpha. And this is where Dark Rise Esports can say that, yeah, your goal laner is not dealing enough damage to our jungler. And it's supposed to be at this 12-minute point, but now we see the Glorious Pathway being used.
Darkseid takes down the Lord as well as shutting down Gamatizi. Now they're gonna push into the side Sun as well as Casper Winata. Sun try to flicker away, survived out before he would became the casualty instead. But that's already a win for Dark Rise, getting the Lord and getting 1 win as well on their side. This is gonna be an easy breezy for them to clear out the rest of the turret for the last lifeline.
Yeah, amazing team fight coming in from Dark Rise Esports, knowing full well of their power timings, right? The Alpha is not dying in that front line. You have no damage right now. Sun is supposed to be dealing damage together with Chang'e, but they are all magic damage. And now, with the inhibitor turret being taken out, with the Lord in their base, can they do this? Can they defend the Crystal?
Coming in right now, pushing in. Lord will be taken out, but at the same time, they're not pushing in straight away. We do see Joggerfate coming through. JZ Man already spotted out Darkseid. Doesn't manage to. It's going to be Genmatizi who will be taken out. But at the same time, trying to push away to Casper. Casper doesn't manage to be taken out. But at the same time, Joggerfate a little bit overextension. But Yamikaze will be taken out for the trade-off for Pelta Legend. But it's still not a win. It's just a defense-wise, a little bit of slow pace for Pelta Legends. But still, it's just small, minor victory on their side. Hopefully, it's going to be enough. But at this moment right now, Dark Rise Esport already clear out all of the turrets, leaving off the base already open for them to take down.
Yeah, the base is just bulb. There's nothing left, only the Crystal. Dark Rise Esports, they use that singular enhanced Lord to take away 3 inhibitor turrets. Right now, Zarkovic, he needs to be the counter initiator. He cannot be the initiator anymore. He needs to let GZ Man go in first. And Perta Legends, I mean, it's still a long shot for them to win the game because they scaled too far already. And now GZ Man in trouble.
Juicy Man in trouble, coming in. Oh, managed to pull away before he became a casualty. But the Sita Zography, a little bit of overextension. He went for aggression to the side of Darkseid, but Darkseid will be able to give a lot of damage. A little bit coming in for the Immortal Wise, but he will pull through. Shuts down with Super Riddick to be taking him out, leaving 3 more players to go. And now, with all the crystals to be open, Super Riddick takes down Casper Winata. GZ Man having a lot of struggle. The next one, Maniac comes through. Super Riddick shuts down Casper Winata, and GZ Man will be the next one to shut down. With the win comes through, Dark's Rise Esport open up the first win.
And what a fashion as well, right? Savage on